And let's do it, shall we? Let the carnage commence.
Radio 1's Future Sounds with Jack Saunders.
All right, let's get them on the show. The boys are in. The Brockhampton lads are in the house. Let's go, boys! Wow, this is the biggest Zoom call I've ever been on. Slightly daunting, to be honest. I've got everyone in front of me ready to talk us through this brand new Brockhampton album. I kind of almost feel like it's like, I don't know, like I'm the teacher and you guys are the class and stuff. What would I be teaching?
Aquatic science.
Aquatic science. Wait, can we hit a register? And like, can you guys say you're here in like the weirdest way possible? Class, welcome to Aquatic Science with me, Mr. Saunders. We're going to be doing blue whales today. Just need to hit the register quickly. Kevin, are you here?
No, not my name.
Okay, excellent. Matt, are you here?
Here.
Merlin.
Merlin.
Dom.
President.
Joe.
Present.
Bareface.
Hey, he's sick. He's not here.
Oh, Bareface.
Oh. Hey, I hope you brought that doctor's note.
What's the excuse this time?
My tummy hurts.
I ate some bad shellfish.
Ramil?
Yes!
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. The enthusiasm. Come on, Ramil.
Yeah.
All right, the boys are in the house, and it's good to have you, gents. And not far away from the release of this new album as well, Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine. It's coming out midnight tonight.
You got Kiko and Bari though.
And the first of two new albums.
Oh, you forgot some classmates. We have a couple more.
Sorry, Kiko. I was just reading from the register. Are you new here? Are you the exchange student?
Yeah.
All right, we got Kiko here. Anyone else I've missed? Oh, whoa, we got Jabari in.
Hey.
Jabari.
My bad. Camera was off.
Don't worry, man. You've made it for Aquatic Science just in time.
My bad.
Don't worry, man. We're not onto blue whales just yet. Let's talk about Roadrunner, the new album that's coming out midnight tonight. And you guys have been referring to yourselves as the Roadrunners. Can you just kind of contextualize about who the Roadrunners are?
Yeah, for sure. We're just always on the run, always making stuff, always creating, and just, standing next to each other. Love.
So the Roadrunners are all about, the vibe and the energy of Brockhampton and what they stand for. And that feels particularly poignant during this time of life where you guys have been further away than you ever have been before as a band. When making this thing, were there new challenges ahead for Brockhampton? And how did you guys overcome this, do you think, Jabari?
I think actually because of Corona and the whole quarantine, we had a chance to be apart from each other and build and grow ourselves and how we feel about the world. And we were able to come together and put that in the music as a group. I actually think because that happened, it made us stronger because there were some trying times throughout making the album, but I think overall people will be able to hear the good times, the dark times, the sad times throughout this whole thing. It's like the album is literally life. It feels like what life is.
Good, man. It feels like it's an all-encompassing prospect, an album of exactly what Brockhampton went through over the last year and a bit. And Jobo, it looks like you've been through a lot with lockdown, my friend. That haircut is looking incredible.
Hey, thank you.
How long's that mullet taken to get to that stage?
I guess since like the ginger era, because what I was doing was just shaving the top and letting the back grow out. Just shaving the top, letting the back grow out, shaving the top, letting the back grow out, and then I just kind of stopped doing that. And now I've got a jellyfish mullet.
For those that can't see, Jobo's looking like a prime Andre Agassi right now. Let's talk about Buzzcut then, the track with Danny Brown. And I think first off, I want to jump on the video. And actually, Jobo, seeing as I've got you right here, whose idea was it for Danny Brown to be regurgitated out of your mouth in the video?
A guy named Dan Straight. He's just someone who specializes in his vision and he sees it through and, really admired what he did and trusted him with the vision for the video. And like when we were on set, he was like, who's going to drink milk? And just like vomit. And he just kind of picked at me. He's like, I just feel like you're down to vomit. Sometimes you just get an energy. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to vomit.
Was he right? Are you the vomity type, Jobo?
I guess so, yeah. I drank all the milk. I'm allergic to milk too. So we risked it all, and he had the idea that Danny Brown would come out of my mouth, and I didn't really know what that would even look like because I couldn't even visualize it. But when I saw it, I was very stoked, and I'm still happy about it.
All right, let's do a new one from the album. Then we'll come back with the Brockhampton boys. Buzzcut off the new Brockhampton album featuring Danny Brown on Future Sounds.
The best new music.
back to Buzzcut then. Let's talk about its energy, because for me, it kind of feels like it comes with like NWA, straight out of Compton, kind of fiery flow to it, which I really, really love. What were the emotions that were flying through the band at the time, do you think?
I'm glad you said NWA. We just want to consistently carry on like the lineage of great hip hop groups. And NWA, BC Boys, Wu-Tang, Odd Future, all these groups are like people we look at. We try to build on what they've established. And we kind of just wanted to bring our own energy and our feelings and emotions, and just a feeling like being cooped up and like held back, and really force ourselves at the table and be like, we belong here.
Good, man.
We make music and videos and art on an excellent level, and we want to be recognized for that. And that song kind of feels like that.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. Good, man. Hey, Dom, what about the features on the album, dude? Because it kind of feels like this band are opening up a little more than they used to, you know, with Rocky and Ferg and Danny Brown, and that little secret hook from Shawn Mendes as well, out of nowhere for everybody. Like, it's exciting that you guys are doing that. Why was that decision made, do you think?
I think it's just kind of like natural progression, you know, just where we are as creators and as artists, we have the like privilege to be able to tap in with people that we usually weren't able to tap in with. There's one track on the album that we got Chad Hugo to be able to produce on, which was kind of like a childhood dream for me. Just like, it was really interesting, you know. We're going like, it's almost like a regular studio session. We're going through these beats and stuff like that, and the next thing you know, like, you're making this song, and then after it's done and you play it back, you're like, wait a minute, I just like rapped over a Neptune's beat. Like, that's kind of crazy, you know. And you know, you think about these things in retrospect sometimes, and it's just like, wow, like Charlie Wilson is on this album, like wow, Shawn Mendes is on this album, wow, like it's kind of crazy.
All right, well, look, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Kevin, you tweeted out that these two albums are going to be Brockhampton's last, and then HK went on a live stream and said that might not be the case.
HK annoying for doing that. I saw that, bro. That's just what he feels, man.
This is kind of what I want to get to the bottom of. Like, there's a lot of people in Brockhampton, right? And Kevin, one thing that I suppose you can feel and say may be different from what HK or anyone else within the band can feel and say. What is the truth here? The Brockhampton fans are going to want to know, like, is this genuinely the end of Brockhampton after these two albums, or is it not quite as deep as that?
It's not the end of the group. It's just like, these will be our last albums. That's it.
Okay, I got it. And then Pastures New after that, in whatever capacity that might come in.
Exactly.
I got you. Hey, Kiko, I'm looking forward to the live stream. That's gonna be mad.
It looks amazing. It looks so good. Dude, you'll see people jumping around. We're using anamorphic lenses, so it's gonna feel like a beautiful movie. Everything is like super wide, and the faces almost pop out at you when people perform it. It doesn't feel like a typical concert live stream type of thing. We tried pushing it as far as we could.
Good, man. That's what I'm expecting for Brockhampton, you know, pushing the boundaries on things. And to be honest, it just sounds trippy, and that's the kind of vibe I've been looking for a very long time whilst we've been in lockdown. I need the trippy. All right, guys, Brockhampton, boys, thank you so much for joining me for Aquatic Science tonight. Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine, coming at midnight tonight, people. Brockhampton, let's get it! Yeah! Come on!
Yes, sir.
I love science.
Yeah, you do, baby. Yeah, you do, especially with Mr. Saunders. Brockhampton, count on me on Radio 1. All right. I think this new album from Brockhampton, Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine, is going to be a real special one, you know. I mean, this band have always been innovative. They've always tried to push things further and really channel the bands that inspired them, but take what they did so well and the boundaries they broke and break them even further. Yeah, I think with a track like Buzzcut that we heard just before Count on Me, like, that comes with like big NWA energy, doesn't it? It's like fierce and aggressive and standing up to be counted for. But then you've got something like Count on Me right there that is so R&B fueled and feels very family orientated, actually, because that's what Brockhampton is at the end of the day. It's a big family. This time that they've spent away from each other over the last year is arguably the longest time that they've spent away from each other before, since Brockhampton has really been a thing. But in a weird way, it's brought them closer together. There's been no other distractions around them. They've had the chance to make the music in this kind of laser specific kind of way, not letting any creative air escape, right? This is the best Brockhampton album you might ever get. And they've realized that also to be able to achieve that, they need to open up to new ideas as well. That's why you've got A$AP Rocky, A$AP Ferg, to Shawn Mendes and Danny Brown featuring across the album as well. Roadrunner, new light, new machine, new Brockhampton album, Midnight Tonight, everybody.